Hey viewers and random Transformers fans, and those of you lucky enough to be following the nerd. Now, a little while ago, a guy called Michael Bay, who's known for making big explodey movies, decided to make a big explodey movie about the Transformers, and now the third one's been released in the cinema and it's insanely popular. I thought, what the hell, I'll jump on this bandwagon. And with that, I present to you my very first ever Transformers review, which is the Transformers Dark of the Moon MechTech Deluxe Leader Class Bumblebee. This is a level 2 style difficulty of transformation, so it's not that hard. Big MechTech weapon system logo there. Lovely big sort of view here of the actual figure itself, which looks really excellent with a little try me option there. Now, this photograph doesn't do Bumblebee justice, unfortunately, because as you can see here, his legs look a little bit stumpy and a little bit weird and like sort of misshapen. But don't worry, it's okay, it's just this picture. The actual figure itself looks a lot better. Underneath here is where they put all their kind of merchandising garb. So as you can see, there is Sentinel Prime, who is also available in the range. Which is kind of weird why they put it underneath instead of on the back of the box, but hey, I'm not here to judge, I'm here to review. So that's pretty much Bumblebee in his box. Now let's crack him open and take a look at him out of his box. Okay, so here we now have the figure free of its packaging, and as you can see, it does look pretty damn cool. And here we have the Camaro, which looks just beautiful. Now, stick around to the end of this video after the end credits, and I'll show you how to transform Bumblebee from the robot into the car. The face sculpt is quite nice. I'll just take my camera here and show it off to you guys here. As you can see, it does look pretty damn good. In most reviews I've seen, it almost looks like Bumblebee's got a sort of silver skeleton going on here, but that's not the case. His face is sort of dark colour. Sort of around here, as you can see, like on his chest here as well, is detailed fantastically well. Even on his arms, you can see all the little individual sort of cogs and bits there, which really does look absolutely excellent, even along the top there too. Around the back here is a little bit of a letdown, because as you can see here, the entire sort of top of the car here makes up his back, which is kind of a shame. It would have been nice if that was broken up a little bit more. Because there's so much detail on this toy, it would have been absolutely wonderful how they decided to actually sort of use some paint and kind of detail that out really well. So like use some silver and some black in there, instead of having it all just moulded from grey plastic. Taking a look at the detail here on the Camaro, as you can see, really does look absolutely excellent. You can see the front grille there looks really well. You can almost see the little Camaro logo there, which looks really nice too. It's got the fog lights. It's got a little Autobot logo right there on the side, which is quite cool. There's little sort of carbon fibre strips. There's actual change in the material here. You can kind of feel that's smooth and that's kind of rough. So you can really feel that there. That just all looks so really, really great. The one downside about this car is the fact that for all the great detail on it, they didn't paint the wheel hubs like silver, so that's kind of strange. So when it comes to articulation, well, his doors do kind of move, but I suppose that doesn't really count. His head does turn, but unfortunately it is kind of restricted on both sides here. But on the plus side though, his little helmet does however come down, which does look really cool and really nice in there, and I do like that. As far as his arms go, well, they can come in and out and down and back and so forth, hindered a little bit by the wheel behind them there, which is kind of a shame. The elbow here can spin the full 180 degrees, which helps with transformation, which is cool. And his little hand here can open and close, which is quite nice. On the other side here as well, his gun extends and retracts, which is kind of cool too. No waist articulation, which is a shame, but down here on his leg, as you can see, the leg can come full way forward and full way back, and can come in and out, but it is kind of hindered by this little section here. There is some knee articulation allowing it to come out and allowing him to kick, and this also has a little joint here which allows it to rotate the full 360 degrees, which is really cool too. Some limited foot movement here, but not too much. But apart from that, that's pretty much all the articulation on this figure. Now Bumblebee of course comes with this, which is his little sort of MechTech backpack here, which is pretty cool, but then again I think it is just sort of one for the kids anyway, not really for the adults and collectors. And there's a little sort of red switch here, and when you flip this up, as you can see, it transforms and makes a little Transformers noise. And as you can see, it has the little sort of lights here at the end and the little guns and stuff, and little sound effects, which is quite cool. And this just attaches to Bumblebee's back section here. So as you can see, there's sort of little clips there just on his back, and this is where that just simply pops on into place here. So there we are, that's Bumblebee now ready to rock with his little backpack there attached. And the MechTech weapon also fits on the robot when it's in car mode, and actually looks better when it's on the car than it does when it's on the robot, because it kind of makes it look like the scene near the start whenever Bumblebee sort of half transformed and it's taking down people. So, you know, that's really cool, and I can really get how kids could play with this. So when it comes to size comparison here, as you can see, Bumblebee is a very, very strange size because it doesn't really fit in with anything else. So here we have him next to the Marvel Select Thor. The little deluxe class Bumblebee from Revenge of the Fallen, and there's a 12-inch Iron Man in the background there. So you can see here, that's roughly about 10 inches there it stands. So again, really, really weird scale, and it doesn't really fit in with anything else. And for size comparison for the Camaro, here we have it next to the 1/18 scale Tumbler from Batman Begins, and the 1/18 scale DeLorean as well. So you can see that it's slightly smaller than that scale, so I'd say maybe a 1/32 scale. So overall, what do I think of this figure? Well, I really, really love it. I think it's excellent. The detail is absolutely wonderful. The transformation is easy enough once you pick up the know-how and know how to use it. And again, it just looks absolutely wonderful, and really is great to have on display on your shelf. It looks great both when it's in robot mode and when it's in car mode, because of course, like, looking at this, when it's in robot form, it looks like it shouldn't transform into a car. It looks like it should just be the robot. And likewise, whenever it's the car, it looks like it should just stay as the car. So the level of detail it's gone into is absolutely fantastic. I'm not a big fan of this whole MechTech weapon thing. I really don't like that at all. A much better idea would have been to take all this sort of tech here and maybe put it into this toy as opposed to having it separate. So maybe make the toy a little bit bigger and make these sort of front headlights light up. Maybe some lights for Bumblebee's eyes, and whenever you press a button here, have the end of his little gun light up with a little sound effect. That would have been so much cooler. Maybe even have the tail lights light up too. So that would have looked pretty much excellent, and would have been worth the price. The price, I think, could do with some money off it. I think it is a little bit too expensive. The box is massive, and as you can see here, comparing it, the figure is obviously a load of times smaller than the actual box. So collectors who want to put this on display, maybe take it out of the box and keep the box safe, because it is, of course, resealable. But beyond that, I really do love this figure, and I think it's really excellent. So thanks very much for watching this review. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, there's countless more reviews online over at youtube.com/Votesaxon07. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye. Hey, thanks for sticking around, people. God, you really are keen, aren't you? So, like I said, I'm going to show you how to turn Bumblebee here from a robot into a car. So first of all, what you want to do is take your instructions and throw them away, because they're literally useless. So basically what you want to do first of all here, good God, is take this little section here and flip that down. Pull out his arms here from the little pegs, stretch those out and down like so forth. Then this allows you to separate these little shoulder sections here, so pull those out of the way. At this point, close in the wheels there and pop those into place. They just kind of peg into little ports there, and that's you pretty much sorted for the front wheels. These little sort of sections here at the top need to be flipped down into place as they create part of his hood, and basically turn these sort of sections here up and out of the way just to get them out of your road. Meanwhile, around the back here, separate this little section here by pulling that off, and tuck this little brown section here into place. This section here can then swing forward, and that's kind of roughly creating the front of the car there for you. Take this entire sort of section here, this kind of spine section, and this should pop out and extend and become a little bit longer. Then around the back here, get that sort of roof out of the way. Take this section here and move that sort of yellow bit forward and push that down. This creates more of the front of the car. So now we're going to focus more on the legs, which are very, very complicated. So take the sort of foot section here and these little sort of toe bits at the back, fold those down and fold this section down here. And you want to do this for both feet, like so forth. Then move the top section of the foot down. Then this is where it gets kind of complicated, so pay close attention, people. push this section up and around. Well, actually, sorry, I've messed that up already. These little sort of sections here at the front of the leg need to be pushed inward, like so forth. Then, like I was saying, push this kind of upward, like so. Don't really know if you got that, but push that up there. There's a little sort of peg there which you need to push back, and then this all slots into place, and there you go, there's your leg. Then that sort of section there sort of pops down. Like, you kind of have to, see the way the leg goes like that, you kind of have to pop it back up into place like so forth. So forth? Why do I keep saying so forth? This is what happens when you try to rush to do a video. Again, pop that into place there, like so, and then the knee comes back, and this allows you to put this section on really easily enough. Parents, by the way, if you're watching this on Christmas Day trying to work out how to fix this, good luck to you. Be careful you don't burn the roast. Right, or the turkey, sorry. Then this back section here kind of slots into place. Let me see if that works. Which it probably does not. Dear God. Houston, we have a problem. Okay, let's see if that slots into place there now. It is really kind of tricky, but you know, once you master it, you can do it quickly enough. Clearly, I still need the practice. Okay, so I think that's the back section of the car done. Now we're going to move on to some of the really complicated stuff. The arms, dear God. So move this sort of top section out of the way here so you get yourself a lot of space. And what you want to do is fold this section up here. This sort of brown section here. Fold that up and into place there. Then you want to take the hand, for example the gun here, you want to slide that back so it's in place. Then this slides, oh dear, so this slides around like so, and then this kind of slots up in here. I don't know, it's really kind of awkward, but that slots in there. And again with this side here, what you want to do is take the arm, fold that up, and do the exact same thing, which is impossible to understand if you're over 5 years of age. So yeah, that's pretty much the arms now in place. Next what you want to do is take this section here, fold this down so it clicks into place there, and do the same over here. So this creates the front section of the car. There's a little sort of tab there, as you can see. And let me just see if I can fold this in. Yep, there we go. So as you can see, Bumblebee's starting to come together now. What you want to do at this point is adjust the doors. So they pop in there, and they also pop in here. And that's them in place. And then finally, pop down the roof section. That clicks into place. Oh dear, there we go. I think that's roughly about it. And then this sort of little section here from his chest pops right into place there until it clicks. And there you go. That is Bumblebee, now fully transformed into a car. Dear Lord, that was an ordeal that I never want to go through again in my life. So I'm going to go lie down now. Thanks very much for watching this video. Bye bye, and have fun with your new Bumblebee.